Okay, here's a few tips I learned replacing my passenger side CV axle on my minivan that were a little different from what the service manual suggests. Definitely need your PB blaster to loosen up those rusty bolts, and a slide hammer you can rent from your local AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts. Hang your brake caliper up to the side. You got to remove the steering ball joint on the back left side and use this special joint separator tool. You can buy or rent one. Okay, next step is what's different from the service manual. I actually removed the two bolts at the bottom of the strut and pulled the steering knuckle down. That made it a lot easier to remove the axle, as opposed to what they recommend, which down here, if I can get enough light to show you, are a few bolts you're supposed to remove, but that was just so rusty and gunked up, I didn't think I'd be able to get those out. That was the new part. So you have to make kind of a compound tool with the slide hammer. Take a pair of vice grips, unscrew the end, and put the bolt back through with some washers through the end of the slide hammer. And then once you remove the boot and most of the axle, grip onto that cup on one side and keep popping on that slide hammer and rotating the cup, popping again until that thing finally breaks free and comes out. I didn't want to use a lever because there wasn't really a good place to get in there. I also wanted to mention there's an intermediate shaft that actually goes through the transmission, and I did not replace that, just replace the outer CV shaft.